Hi, we would like to thank everyone for coming to our session today. Our presentation is about iBooks and we'll be discussing how iBooks can transform teaching and learning. Okay. How do we go? Okay. Yeah. Okay. Before we begin, we'd like to thank the sponsors of this conference, the students and staff at Marymount, and of course Steve Hagedorn and Lucy Gray. Without their support, none of this would be possible. Please click on the area of the map which shows your location. We are so excited to be a part of this innovative event, and we hope you enjoy our presentation. At the end of our presentation, you'll have time to ask questions, but feel free to stop us as we go along if you want more information about a certain topic. I'll hand it off to my fellow classmate, Chris Dalio.
Hi, welcome to our presentation. Our school district is located on Long Island, about 80 miles east of New York City. We are a small community that lies along the beach. Our district has an elementary, middle, and high school. Other students from different schools come into our district in 7th and 9th grade because their town only has an elementary school. Our school has a one-to-one laptop initiative. This means for every student, there is a laptop for them. From kindergarten through 12th grade, we have 1,850 students that have a multitude of technological privileges. Our school owns carts of iPads for students to use applications such as iBooks on. Other advances our school has are internet boards. These are electronic chalkboards equipped with multiple tools that can display files on the screen and allow you to draw and write on these files. Most classrooms have their own wireless printers, and some classrooms have an Apple TV to display, purchase, and rent videos, movies, and documentaries. Our school also owns a 3D printer for printing items such as models of atoms and science. We are an Apple Distinguished School. These schools are recognized by Apple themselves for the outstanding use of Apple technology in the classrooms to benefit students' learning. This is a prestigious award that Westhampton has been able to achieve for 4 years. Student Technology Committee. The committee that is presenting to you today is currently made of 10 dedicated students, all in 7th grade. After this conference, we plan to greatly expand, allowing people of all grades to help in our journey to educate on current technological use. Our committee has presented at Boards of Education meetings showing the Board of Ed what we do as students in the classroom with our technological privileges. Our committee also educated students and teachers on iBooks through workshops. We explained how to make and navigate an iBook and then helped the teachers and some students make their own iBook. Our school. Students in 6th grade were introduced to iBooks Author and iBooks as our social studies textbooks. Since iBooks are extremely convenient to make an interactive book, our teachers took the initiative to use the original textbooks, which had long and tedious chapters, and create books just for us. When we studied ancient Greece, we used iBooks for our information. As we became familiar with iBooks, when we began the next topic, we created our own. This replaced long, boring lectures. What is an iBook? iBooks is an application or app created by Apple that is used to write and publish books and textbooks. iBooks is accessible for most iOS devices such as a Mac laptop or even your Apple phone or iPad when you are on the go. An iBook actually starts in a different application. The book is written on iBooks Author, a separate application used to write and publish iBooks. Both are able to be downloaded by the Apple App Store. iBooks Author works on iOS devices such as laptops and even an Apple phone or iPad. When an iBooks Author, that is the time when you include interactive tools or widgets in your book such as photo galleries, podcasts, review questions, keynotes, and HTML links. In addition to choosing widgets, you can also pick a template for your iBook. Templates shape your iBook as well as guide you through the process of creating your iBook. In iBooks Author, when the book is published, all the author's terms in his or her glossary turn into a study card. Another benefit of the iBook is the various amounts of multiple choice questions you can add throughout the book. Also, when you highlight something in your iBook, the text is compiled as an outline you can use for things such as studying. These highlighted portions of the text also get put onto study cards for the reader's use. Now, to continue the presentation, I'll hand the mic off to Sophie Klein.
The new technology of iBooks is helping our students discover how they learn best. Kids struggle to find out the greatest way to learn the material in a short period of time. iBooks help all different kinds of students, including visual, auditory, and tactical learners. Visual learners are able to view pictures, galleries, hyperlinks, iMovies, and define unknown words. Meanwhile, auditory learners can listen to podcasts and have the text read aloud to them. Tactical learners, meaning hands-on, can highlight important information and make notes regarding the text. Some may think that iBooks are a distraction, but if used in the correct manner, they contribute to the student's learning in a positive and active way. For example, if you highlight and make notes as you're reading, you're able to use them in your study guide. iBooks organizes all your information into categories. Say you highlighted important terms in the color pink. When you look on your study guide, all the pink highlighting can be found in one place. When an author creates an iBook, he or she has the option of including questions for the reader. These multiple choice questions can be a useful tool for remembering particular facts and checking the reader's progress. Also, since iBooks are digital media, they can be updated constantly so that students can always have access to the newest curriculum. With many advantages over traditional textbooks, iBooks are an effective learning tool for everyone in the classroom. Last year, in 6th grade, students got into groups of 4 and created iBooks about ancient Egypt, a topic we were studying that year. This project started our tech committee's fascination with iBooks. Creating the iBooks helped teach us important skills, such as teamwork, communication, problem solving, and good ways to do proper research on the internet. Each group chose from a category, including medicine, inventions and advancements, daily life, religion and gods, pyramids, mummification, Hatshepsut and Thutmose III, King Tut, Ramses II, and Akhenaten. The groups had to research their topics and become experts on each one. Our social studies teachers gave us a set of requirements to use in creating our very own iBooks. On the first day, we had to review the requirements, introduce the project, and meet our groups. We also had to complete the research on our topics from our textbook. On the following day, we used the internet to further research our topics. Some of the sources we used were sweetsearch.com, the Virtual Reference Collection, Egypt.mrdon.org, BrainPop, and some other links that our teachers had set up for us. The groups created their notes using Google Doc, meaning that all the notes were stored in one place and everyone could edit them together. On the third day, we collected multimedia files to use in our book. These included videos, audio files, and pictures. Each iBook was required to have at least 5 pictures, a purpose for reading, a title page, a glossary, a link, 3 words from our academic word list, highlighting, directions, 2 self-assessment questions, a podcast, and a closure activity. Finally, on the 4th day with our groups, we created our own individual iBooks. We uploaded all the books onto our MacBooks and iPads so that everyone could read and share them. Creating and sharing these books helped us to learn all about ancient Egypt in a fun and interactive way. Now I'm going to pass the microphone to my friend Luke.
Hi, I'm Luke. Last year, Chris Spencer and I made a tutorial about iBooks to show our school principal using iBooks Author. We made this because a handful of teachers in our school wanted to learn more about iBooks and how to get them on our laptops and iPads. To make this, we created a sample iBook using the New York Giants. Next, we used QuickTime Player screen recording to take a video of what we were doing to make the iBook. You have to get iBooks Author off of the App Store and use this new app to create your own iBook. To make a screen recording, all you have to do is open QuickTime Player, scroll over File, and click New Screen Recording. You can also click Control-Command-M if it seems easier. Next, you click the red dot to start the recording. After starting the recording, you can open the sample iBook that you are working on and do whatever you want to show others. To make your tutorial even better, you can add your voices to it. You can use GarageBand for it. First, you have to get your recording into GarageBand. You can add a voice to record your voice with the built-in microphone. Your voice can be according to the information you went through on the screen recording. After finishing the voice recording, you can just export your finished product and you are done. It is that easy. Creating these video tutorials is a great way to teach others how to create an iBook. These videos are on YouTube, so you can use them as well. We have included some helpful tips for creating an iBook. Any questions? I'm going to pass it on to Chris to answer our questions.
Hi, if there's any questions, you can ask them through the chat, and I'll be glad to answer them for you. Peggy George, the question was, is there a link for the video tutorials? The video tutorials are on YouTube, so if you look them up, they should come up. Please feel free to ask your questions in the chat. Which slide, Sophia, would you like us to go back to? Can you please put that in the chat? Slide 18. We'll leave that up for you for a couple minutes so you can read the helpful tips. Peggy George, the question was, do you have to worry about copyright permissions for images you use in your books? Just to be safe, if you want to, you should include a bibliography at the end of the book or textbook if you're using any images that you don't own, just in case. Aiden, the question was, can you make the iBooks on an iPhone or do you need an Apple laptop? You can download iBooks Author on your phone and make it on there and then publish it to any other iOS device you want. Julie Carey, the question was, do you ever use other programs for creating iBooks? No, the only program that you can use for creating iBooks is iBooks Author, the separate application that you can download from the App Store. It's a free download, as well as iBooks itself is also a free download. Peggy George, the question was, how many iBooks have you created or contributed to? Well, last year in 6th grade, I made one iBook for our social studies project, but everyone else didn't make an iBook, and we shared our iBooks throughout the class to learn the different subjects. Myself, I have made about 3 iBooks for various subjects. Rob, the question was, if you work on your iBook at school, can you later access what you have done so far at home? Yes, you can access what you have done at school because it's on an application on your computer. So it's just like a Word document or anything you do. If you save it, you can easily access it later. So you just have to press save on your iBooks author. But once you publish your iBook, you cannot edit or add anything onto your iBook. You have to go back to the iBooks author file and edit. Peggy George, the question was, how long does it usually take to create an iBook? It varies. It depends on how much information you have. You can do it in one day or you can do it in a week. It depends how long you want it, how much information you have, and how much information you want to add on to your iBook. Peggy George. If there are any more questions, please ask them now. If there are no more questions, thank you for attending our presentation on iBooks and iBooks Author. Thank you for coming. Thank you.